Next up on Member Profiles, we're going to hear about a program called CAPS. And with us is Jim Ruid. He's with the Step High School here in Anoka. It's right down there on 10, right next to the Anoka Technical College. Jim, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being here, and I thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so what does CAPS stand for, and what's the program all about?
Well, CAPS stands for the Center for Advanced Professional Studies, and basically the purpose of the program, it's a nationally recognized program that was started in Kansas about 2009, but it's a new way to teach kids. We're not going to stand up in front and deliver content to them because they only retain about 5% of what they hear. So what we want them to do is work on real world projects, real business projects where they retain much higher rate, like an 80 to 90%, and they walk out of there then with the skills that they need to go right into a college or right into a career.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'll tell you, we hear so much from business about, the lack of quality and qualified employees. Well, to start them in a high school situation, for both sides. Number one, for the student to get a feel and a touch for it and say, you know what? I don't want to do that. But maybe they go, you know what, I kind of like that, and I'd like to investigate it more. They don't have this program opportunity, then maybe they don't even think about a career in a particular place because they just didn't have that hands-on. So, Jim, what are some of the core values associated with CAPS?
Well, the program has 5 core values, and just as you had mentioned, which was very good, the first one is professional-based learning. So we want to put these students in businesses that learn real projects. What we always like to tell businesses is find that number 10 to-do list item, that one that you want to do but you never get time to do. We'll come in with the student and you'll mentor with them and help them develop the skills to do it. So you're actually teaching them the skills that you need for your business or organization.
That's great.
The next one is professional skills development. Again, that just goes right along with it is, again, we use a real world project. And what we try to do is this is more of a soft skill. We don't necessarily teach the kids the technical skills of the job, but we want to make sure they can communicate. We want to make sure they can work as a team, that they have creativity. Those kind of skills are the things that we want to work with the businesses to teach the kids. And as you fell right into these because the next one is self-discovery and exploration. A lot of times the kids do not know what they want to do. They don't know what their strengths are, they don't know what their skills are, and they don't know what their passions are. So this is one way that they can get a taste for what they're doing in the business and go, wow, this is really exciting. This is what I want to do. And the next one, number 4, is that entrepreneurial mindset. We want to teach these students to be able to work on their own. Here's a project that we want you to do, and we want you to work on it without a lot of rules and regulations on how it should be done. So they're going to be the one that's going to have to come up with the creativity and the problem solving and the skills to do to finish it, because we don't know what the job is going to look like in 5 years. Right. We don't know what the world is going to look like. So we need these kids to be able to respond to those kind of needs. And the last one, again, and that fits right along with it, is responsiveness, because things are changing so fast. We need to change how we teach the kids. We need to change what we teach them, and we need to make sure that the kids can keep up with what's going on in the real world.
So, Jim, where's the program located?
Well, as you said, it's on Highway 10. We are in our own building just to the east side of the Anoka Hennepin Technical School. We actually are connected to it. So many of our programs use some of the resources at the school. And so it's a great opportunity for kids to come out and see us.
It sounds like just a unique situation. What's your classroom look like?
Well, that's the fun part about it is it's just stuff in there. What I try to get my kids to do is come in there and they get to decide how they want to set up. If they're going to work in a group, they might want to pull some tables together. If they're going to, have a discussion, they might set them up in a kind of more of a round robin kind of thing. And then we have lots of neat stuff in there. Like we have a 3D printer, we have a large format printer, we have sublimation printing so that they can make t-shirts and cups and mugs. So this all kind of goes along with the marketing part of it that we like to do with our kids, but it's all creativity and it's all trying to be innovative and learning about it.
So why would a business or a nonprofit want to partner with CAPS?
Well, just as we talked about before as well, is that we want, as an educator, we want the kids to be ready to go out into the real world after we're done. But that changes so often, and that mark is hard to hit. So we want people, we have advisory committees that we work with too that tell us what skills that these kids need to have when they go out to the real world. So we can train the kids, or you can tell us what we should train them for, so they're ready. And a lot of them go right into, a lot of them will work for the companies that they have worked for.
So this really is a partnership.
Oh, absolutely.
Where you guys are figuring stuff out on the go, just depending on what the situation is. You got the basics down that, okay, we've got a business with a need, we've got students with a want, let's try to put them together and see what happens.
Absolutely.
That is great. So who can attend?
Well, anybody in the Anoka Hennepin School District that's at the high school level. So you could be from Anoka, Andover, Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, and Blaine. And basically what happens then is in the morning, the bus pulls up to the school, the kids get on and go out in the morning. And so there's morning and afternoon sessions that we would do.
Okay. So what types of projects have students worked on to this point?
Well, we're a brand new project here at the school, so we haven't done a lot, but some of the other schools, it's just amazing what these kids can do if you just let them do it. I was at a conference this summer for this program, and they showed a video of these students were working with people who were seeing impaired. So this one person, this man, had just lost his vision, and he was learning how to get around using the cane and all of this stuff in the street. But he had a problem where when he would walk down the street, he would sometimes veer to the right or the left, and he wouldn't know it. So these kids were tasked with finding a way to prevent that, and they worked with this person, and they put sensors on him, and it was amazing because these kids aren't specialists.
Right.
You know, they don't know anything about these kind of electronics and stuff, so they have to go out and figure out what is going to work for that person to make it happen. So those are that's, to me, is one of the amazing products that these kids can do if you just kind of get out of their way and let them.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So what are your credentials for teaching the class?
Well, I've I started out in business. I was in industrial sales for 10 years. And then I graduated from the Carlson School of Management. I've taught business education classes at Anoka High School. Then I was the technical coordinator at Champlain High School for 22 years, where I helped the teachers learn how to use technology in the classroom. And just this year, I started this program at STEP. So all of the things that I've done up to this point, I think have put me in the right place for this, because I really think I have the skills. I can work with the kids. I know the technology. I have some business background, so that I think it's going to be, I'm so excited about this. I think it's going to work out fantastic.
Oh, I feel your enthusiasm, and you're right. I mean, you are the perfect one to be leading this charge. All right, Jim, we got somebody out there who has got a student potential. They've got a son or a daughter, and they're thinking, boy, I want to look into this. Or we got a member out there who's going, hey, I have interest. I got that number 10 on my list to do project. How do they get a hold of you? How do they start?
Well, there's a lot of different ways. You could contact STEP and ask for me, Jim Ruid, and they'd put you through. My email is jim.ruid at ahschools.us. The kids can go in and talk to their counselors and say, I want to go out to the STEP program and work in the CAPS. Or if you want to help participate, you can just call any school and they'd put you through to me as well.
That's great. Jim, this is such great stuff. I love it. I absolutely love it. He is Jim Ruid. He is with the STEP High School, and the program is called CAPS. And I'm telling you, it is a wonderful thing, and I like what I'm hearing. Hey, will you come back down the road? Tell us how things are going.
Absolutely. I'd love to when I get a little of this under my belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'm interested, and I'm sure people out there watching are too. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, our last segment on member profiles, but we saved the best for last, and we'll do it right after this.